No such thing as turnaround time in Indian cricket on the international calendar. Barely has the dust settled on the Asia Cup. They now go into the start of a home season, which begins with a two-match test series against West Indies, the first home series under Shubman Gill's leadership. Welcome to ESPN Cricinfo Match Day. We've got Varun Aaron and Akash Chopra with us to set up what is the start of a new chapter in a way, Akash. 2011 is the last time India played a home test without either of Ashwin or Kohli or Rohit. And they have acknowledged that last year and the last home series was a big wake-up call.
Oh, it was actually losing to New Zealand 3-zip. That cost India a place in the WTC finals as well. Something that none of us actually saw it coming. So that was a wake-up call, and with the kind of performances that we saw in England, which I think the team exceeded expectations. We expected maybe for India to compete, but to walk away with a drawn series, I thought was a great achievement. So now it is time to actually build from what you've started the new WTC cycle with. That is a good show in England. Now these are home conditions, West Indies, no disrespect, but this should be a relatively easier series in this WTC cycle.
That said, it is quite clear that India aren't taking this challenge lightly at all, best reflected by Jasprit Bumrah's inclusion in the squad. Do you expect, when they talk about the wake-up call from last year, do you expect a difference in the nature of surfaces? Because that series result against New Zealand brought with it the acknowledgement that when you produce raging turners, it narrows the gap between visiting spinners and India spinners.
Yeah, India have been annihilating foreign teams, visiting teams for years with turning surfaces. Just because they lose one series, that doesn't mean they're going to change the wickets they prepare or the style of cricket they play at home. So I think India is still going to go with surfaces that favor turn. I wouldn't say rank turners, but surfaces that favor turn. Obviously, this is a very different looking Indian team than what we saw against New Zealand, and this is a very different team to New Zealand as well, the West Indies team. So I don't think they're going to change too much in tactics. It will favor spin.
It will favor spin. That's right. You're playing in the subcontinent, but I hope it's not a rank turner.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the current lot, and it's not just actually limited to the current lot. If you were to look at the last 5 to 7 years of Indian cricket and how we have stacked up against spin on raging turners, you will find that we are as good as our opponents. We lose some, we win some. We end up actually winning, yes, more games than the others, but what we are really good at, and then the difference is chalk and cheese. If it's a decent surface, then if you throw spin at us, we'll be much better than whatever you can do. And on those pitches, we'll bowl spin better as well as compared to whatever you have in your repertoire. So I'm thinking good surfaces, not rank turners, and you should be good enough to still win those games. And don't get desperate. This is a home series, 2 matches, 100% points is what you want. And that comes only when you win the 2 matches back to back. All that said, play on decent surfaces is what I'm thinking.
Rank turner is what we saw in Pune, in Mumbai against New Zealand, and India paid the price. So at least this batting group, which is a very new batting group, a lot of people in this team do not carry the scars of that series against New Zealand. So they will hope that they aren't raging turners. Let's see what 11 Akash Chopra and Varun Aaron have picked for the first test. They have Jaiswal and KL Rahul opening, Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill continuing the top 4 that did well in most of the games in England. Devdutt Padikkal at 5 for both, Dhruv Jurel the keeper in Rishabh Pant's absence. 3 spinners in Jadeja, Washington and Kuldeep Yadav, who will finally get a game. And Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj in the pace attack. I guess the only real point of difference, yes, great that Kuldeep Yadav plays finally, but
that's our 11. It's not India 11.
Yeah.
Let's not jump the gun.
You will hope that Kuldeep Yadav does get a game, and I'll come back to him. But Devdutt Padikkal at number 5. What do you expect from him? How do you see him faring?
I think he'll go well because he's coming off a really good India A series against Australia. He scored a big 150, and that has influenced his selection into this team. So he's going to come in with a lot of confidence. This might be his big chance to get cemented in this place for the Indian team. So he should take it with both hands.
The thing worth noting with Padikkal is he has seen a big uptick in his first-class performances in the last couple of years. A first-class average of just about 35 for his first 5 or 6 years. But since 2024, he's been averaging over 50. And he will have the knowledge that a few people might have been ahead of him in the pecking order. Karun Nair, if he had a good series in England, might have continued. Shreyas Iyer, if he was available, you never know. And Sarfaraz Khan injured. So an important opportunity for him.
It's an incredibly important opportunity, and he must also remember that he was actually ahead of everybody else in the queue. He played that test match at Dharamshala, scored a 50 on his debut. He did all right. Now please make the most of it, because these opportunities, I'll be very honest, see, we will be sitting here and talking about the fact that life is not fair. You don't get enough opportunities, but that's the reality of Indian cricket. So it's absolutely mandatory that you make peace with the reality, and whenever you get an opportunity, please score the runs, because moment Rishabh is available, see, we all feel that Rishabh will walk into, of course he'll walk into the team, but it does not mean that Dhruv Jurel has to go out. If Dhruv Jurel is the guy who scores the runs, then I mean, 2 keepers can very well play, but what's the issue? So Devdutt Padikkal, Sai Sudarshan, I think these test matches are extremely important for them to score enough runs, cement the place, so that when they get to the bigger challenges, tougher oppositions, then they have runs under their belt and there is no pressure.
The challenge on the whole for the batting group, how do you see that? Yes, they've had an excellent series, an excellent first series as a unit together in England, but they did have conditions which did favour batting. We don't know what kind of surfaces there will be. What to you are the biggest challenges for the top 5, including someone like KL Rahul, who's back as an opener after a while at home?
Well, I feel for KL, it is, again, just like we said before the England tour, that it's a big series for him. The seniors are not there and he's the senior most guy. He passed the test with flying colours. This is now his opportunity again to just right the wrong that is there. Great numbers overseas, Sena countries and all of that, and relatively middling numbers in India, something that you really want to rectify, and just carry on the good form with Yashasvi, with Shubman Gill, Sai and Devdutt we have already spoken about. I think for the rest it should be okay. I mean, someone like Gill, batting at 4 should come easy, should not be an issue. Again, I'm not hoping for raging turners, otherwise it's just a different ball game. Yashasvi to just carry on the good form. He's been prolific. In fact, for Yashasvi, I'd just add one more thing, that he's someone who is seen as a 3 format player but not getting opportunities in the other 2 formats. So if you keep piling on the runs, then you keep the pressure on, and wherever and whenever the opportunity comes, he should be the next one in. So I'm not saying use test to bid for your case in the shorter formats, but it is always the case. So that is also the reality we should make peace with.
Thoughts on the batting group?
I think it's a very important series for the batting group, because you've got 2 youngsters up at number 3 and at number 5. They would want to cement their place. Sai Sudarshan obviously wouldn't be very happy with his performance in England, but obviously you've got KL Rahul, who's coming off a great series. You've got Jaiswal, who's coming off a great series, and Gill, who's had the most prolific series. So there's a mixture of guys trying to prove their point and a lot of confidence. So I think it's going to be really good.
Just because the last time we had a home series, the predictions went the way they did, they were right in a sense. There were lots of 3-0 predictions, just not the right way. Series prediction?
I think it's going to be 2-0.
Which way? You have to
Come on now. Yeah, she's obviously India's way.
All right.
Yeah, 2-0 for India.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. That was ESPN Cricinfo Match Day. India's home test season is set to begin.